What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastermind here with Mastermind Tech, and this is my next review video. Today I'm going to be giving a review and unboxing of a DJI Osmo Gimbal. Learned a lot about this device. I will be currently reviewing the video, and I have a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. So make sure you watch the end to find out exactly what the full experience is, and if you're an Android user, whether you should actually purchase this device or not.
Another mastermind hit.
Alright, so I'm going to get right into the unboxing here. We're looking at the box here. It's a white box, shows you a picture of a cell phone, what looks to, in their new magnetic clipping thing that we'll get to here in just a second. You can see some basic pictures on the back, nothing real special. Kind of advertises the gesture capture shot thing here. Shows you what's inside the box. Nothing too spectacular about it. It's a pretty basic box here. And they got a nice little piece of plastic on there. I'm gonna go ahead and take my razor blade and try not to tear up the box here. This is a new channel I'm starting out, so I definitely need some support to keep me going. So if you could go ahead and do me a favor right now and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me. That'll really motivate me to keep making videos like this. I want to give the most basic reviews. So me personally, I've never purchased any of these Osmos, or as it's being called, the OM4. But still, it's an Osmo 4. There was an Osmo 3. I have a DJI drone, the Mavic Mini, I think is the one I've got, the one that you don't have to register. But I'm still relatively new to DJI products, but I was pretty happy with my drone purchase, so I'm trying to really up my photography game, so I thought I'd go ahead and get this OM4 Gimbal by DJI. A lot of people said on the videos it was a really good product, and it was really, something they thought would really be helpful for their videos. And all the footage I saw looked amazing, so that really kind of motivated me. And at a price point, I purchased it on Amazon for $150 something plus tax. I can leave a link to that in the description if you want to check it out. But you can still purchase it from DJI's website. Here in the box, we're looking at it now. Now that I got all the plastic off, kind of gives you a quick starter guide and create the magnetic moment. So they're really just trying to hype up the magnetic clipping mechanism that allows you to easily attach and detach. As you can see, you get the tripod. I know a lot of people say the Osmo 3 didn't come with the tripod unless you purchase the extra combo kit. There's a C charge here for the charging, but you don't get a charging brick. You just get the actual cable, so you have to have your own charging brick, and hopefully a modern one at that, because if not, it'll take forever to charge. There is the big, thing everybody's excited about, is this magnetic holster clip here for your phone. And I have an S20 Plus. It's a pretty decent sized phone. And here's the gimbal itself, and here's another little kind of piece here you can add on to make it connect easier to your device. This is supposed to be for smaller devices, this little thing I'm showing you here, but it may work with other devices too. As far as this also here, you have to kind of pull this apart yourself. So if you've never dealt with one of these before, it's kind of securely folded in. So that folding in is a nice feature. It feels really nice, just like I thought it would. And as you can see at the bottom, it has a thread for a tripod. Took a minute to figure out how to power it on, but the little M button is actually also the power button. There's also a USB port right here on the side. I'm not quite sure what that does at this time. Don't know that I'm really going to investigate that, just based on my overall experience so far. There's also I do believe there should be a bag inside of here, like a carrying bag too. So I think maybe it's hidden in the box somewhere, but it looks like there's nothing else in the box. But let me just double check, see if there's anything else in the bottom of this box. Don't see it here. Maybe it's in this big white thing. So inside this white thing, there's the lineup tool I've seen in other videos to help you line it up on the back of your phone. There's a little lanyard nobody really cares about. And here's the bag that you can put your gimbal in if you're traveling. Nobody probably uses the bag. I don't know. And if you, like I said, if you know how to line up a sticker magnet on the back of your phone, there's a little guide to help you out there. So you know, overall, I mean, the packaging's decent. It seems like they wanted to make sure it was well protected in the packaging that it came in. Um, Weight-wise, the device doesn't feel too heavy, but it doesn't feel that light either. Um, you know, the next part of my video is I'm gonna kind of go into what my actual experience was like with the device, and what my recommendations are as far as whether you should purchase the device or not. But as you can see here, you get some manuals. Nobody reads manuals anymore. Everybody just wants to jump right in and start using it right away, see how it works. So like I said, just hang on, and I'm going to get back into exactly my experience with the device and let you know exactly, if I think you should buy this device or not. So hang tight. Alright, so now I've got the S20 Plus mounted with the magnetic clip holder that I have around my case, which is an OtterBox case. And I've just activated it, and you see how it automatically orients the phone into the portrait mode. Um, Now I'm pulling up the DJI app that was found on Google Play. This is a device that's supposed to be compatible for Android and iPhones. Now, as you can see, the camera app that is for DJI Mimo is now active, and you can see that I'm recording it with another phone, so you can kind of see. Now, this is something that it does sometimes, and I don't know why, but as you can see, it went right back and corrected itself. Now I've got it in landscape mode, which is the best way to go when you're trying to film stuff with these type of devices. The main reason that I bought this was for the active track mode, which I thought would be useful in my live broadcast, and also the gesture mode. So I'm showing you the gesture mode right now. It's a little button here. You enable that here in the menu, and now you're in the gesture mode. And what you'll do, I'll have to try this a couple times, but you put your hand out. First time it didn't work. Second time it didn't work. Third time's the charm. There we go. Now it's counting down to 1, 2, 3, and now you can see it is actually zeroed in on my face, and now it's actually tracking me as I move around. And this is probably the coolest part of the device overall. This is the main feature that I think a lot of people are buying it for. That way, if you don't have a cameraman, this kind of makes it a little bit easier. And also at the same time that I activated that gesture mode, it was recording. So now I'm going to go ahead and play that recording back by pressing this little button in the corner. And this shows you, let me press it again here. It didn't start playing. Hold on, let me get a little bit closer up so you can see it better. Okay, now you can really see. Let me hit the play button on it. And you can see, how it's following me. Even with the other cell phone and tripod in the way, it's still doing a good job of following me. And it's pretty stable and smooth when it does that. And so, like I said, that's the cool part. But I wanted to be able to use this when I was on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. And one of the things that was advertised at one point is that this app, the DJI Mimo app, supported Facebook Live. That's incorrect. It doesn't support any type of live streaming at all. Basically, you can do very little. Let me show you here with the front camera. The resolution is only 720 at 30 frames per second. This is unacceptable when this phone does 4K natively in its own camera app. On the rear camera, you can only do, I'm going to show you, check it out, 1080, 30 frames per second. So I went ahead and contacted DJI support about this, and they told me that, their engineers are aware of it, and they're considering correcting the issue. But right now, there is no fix for Android users. I'm told that in the DJI forum that iPhone users are not having this problem. So DJI, if you're listening, you really need to take care of your Android customers because this is a huge disappointment for this being a brand new product that was released in 2020 and it doesn't support 4K with the DJI app. If I would try to recommend this to people who own Android phones, especially an S20 series phone, I would say don't buy this device because it's not going to work properly with your phone if you're going to use it for Facebook Live or YouTube Live. You could record pre-recorded video, but again, with only allowing you to record with 720 on the front and 1080 in the rear, it just wouldn't be the quality that the phone can really do. I mean, this phone can record in 8K, and Amazon needs to correct the posting online to reflect that this device does not support 4K recording with a S20 series phone, and also that you know, most of the time, if you're going to use this with the clamping mechanism, it is going to work best if you take your case off. I'm just the type of person that I would never use my phone without a case and a screen protector. And when I took my case off and used the phone, I mean the little clip holder, that's what I'm calling it, without the case, that actually kind of almost pushed my screen protector off the phone, because that way Samsung makes their screens with the curve in it. So it's just really not a good device for a Samsung Galaxy device at this time, based on my testing. And you know, I can show you some footage of me using this, other than what you've seen here, and it may look a little bit cool, but at the end of the day, it's still not the quality that I'm looking for. And if you're a person looking to record something in 4K resolution with the front camera of your phone, this device is not going to do that for you. And even if you use it with the built-in Samsung camera app, the gimbal works a little bit and the joystick does work, but that's really not what people wanted it for. You wanted to be able to use the app and benefit from the features of the app. And right now I'm showing you another feature that people thought was really cool, which is the Clone Me feature, with a panoramic where it takes 3 different angled shots together and stitches them together. This is somewhat cool, but again, without it having the 4K resolution, it just doesn't really impress me that much. So I'm sorry. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, look, I made 3 copies of the same item. Woo woo. It's not that big of a deal. For somebody who's using this to film videos for reviews, product reviews, which what I got it for, it's a huge disappointment. And you know, I don't know if the Osmo 3 is any better, but if you're using this DJI Mimo app, you're gonna have a problem with resolution. So regardless of what it says in the descriptions of the websites, it does not support the resolution for Android users specifically. And if you're an Android user, you definitely should look for a different type of gimbal that has a better app with the proper resolution for the phone itself. You know, cost wise, $156. It does have some really cool features, but again, I'll be sending it back and getting something else that hopefully will be more compatible with my phone and other Android devices. So that pretty much concludes my whole thought and review of this device. Unfortunately, I'll have to wait to see what DJI comes out with for 2021 and hope that it will be a fix for their app to make it work a little bit better, because even, you know, as I'm showing you here, this is what it does without the app. It's just it just doesn't really do much of anything. It's just kind of all over the place. So unless you're used to using a gimbal without any apps, it's not going to be that great for you. So that's the review I have for you today. If you like what I did, and you know, you think this is an honest review, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. I think many other people did reviews, got free devices, and that's why the reviews made it seem like it was so great. But now I'm just giving you the truth here. I'll see you next time. Peace.